And now I'd like to welcome to stage a true AI user, an AI artist, and my good friend Chuck. Please come up on the stage to really blow you away.
Hey guys, how are you?
Welcome, Chuck. How are you?
Yeah, man, great. Awesome to be here. Thanks for having me. Hey.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
that demo was, your presentation was awesome. That was really cool. They showed so many cool things there.
He's patronising me now. Wait.
No. Was that cool? Like, did you guys see some stuff that you might actually use? And like, Adobe stuff works with Intel, but it doesn't work with the other guys you might have noticed. Like, and that's so much Adobe stuff there. Sorry, it's unscripted, but like, man, like, good stuff. Thanks.
Cool. Now, Chuck, what can you show us in AI super use?
Okay, well, we might as well get started with a little bit about like who I am. I'll give you a bit of context. So I've got a show reel, and if you guys just want to watch this should explain a few things.
So one of the reasons Chuck's here is he's a real user. You know, we talk about it in our ivory towers, in our corporate offices, and we go, AI. Chuck's using this stuff and is using it for his business, right? So I think that's the main reason we have you on the stage. But tell us a little bit how you got into this.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, we're using AI, like, it's all through everything here. I've upscaled a lot of these videos that you're seeing. I've added frames. So I've programmed this whole thing, by the way. It's not a PowerPoint presentation. I've been doing art on computers since I was a little kid. I used to go on like BBS systems and dial-ups and search for demos and little cool programs that would really make the music come alive. We've all seen the music visualizer before. Remember, have you all stared into that and kind of contemplated life at some point? Well, if you do that for too long, you kind of come here and turn into this career. So just be a bit mindful, take breaks and all that. You can see here a bunch of stuff that I've done. Up on top, there's a bunch of game design stuff. So let's see, up on top there's some VR stuff. I was making some things there. In the middle is machine learning. So everything you see in the middle, I didn't necessarily tell it what to do. It's acting on its own, having learned and all that sort of stuff. So there's guys learning how to walk. I made this simulation of X-Wings and TIE fighters flying around. Those are all completely running their own little brains. Really fun stuff. I made my name, though, doing audio-reactive visuals to music. And I DJ quite a bit. What you showed with stems, actually, I use stems every time I DJ. Right. My software uses AI processes that rip apart the music, and so I can just fade out the lyrics or fade out the beat, like right there live, instant. And it's game-changing. So yeah, I made my name kind of DJing and doing that sort of thing. And it kind of just escalated over the years, really big shows. I've always wanted to see the music, and that kind of drove me to gallery shows, public art installations, museums, airports, main stages of festivals and world tours, and I'm always trying to make bigger and better works for people that appreciate it. And it's really just been lots of fun so far, to be honest, yeah.
So, since you've had the Core Ultra and this fantastic Omen device,
HP Omen,
how's that changed things for you?
Well, man, it's been a total game changer. Normally, my computer's this gigantic, thick laptop with 2 power bricks and like really, really chunky hardware. This thing fits in my backpack, we'll get into that. But for me, making it content's really expensive computers, tons of work, tons of waiting, and lots of coffees, all right? So this clip here I was really proud of. I designed every little aspect of it, every texture, every polygon, every bit there, every sparkle. It was based on a dream that I had. But you'll notice that it was really time consuming. Changing one detail to get the color on that thing, and there's still bits that I see that I'd love to change, but changing one detail can cost so much time. And it costs my life. I can't tell you how many hours and sleep I've lost to chasing some rogue sparkle or glitch in an animation that makes no sense to me. And so I need a powerful system, really. Like what Dina was saying, I need a balanced system. A great AI PC still needs to be a great PC, and I need really good PCs to do what I do. I need the best tools, efficient workflows, because everything for me bottlenecks at the weakest point. That might be my lack of sleep, that might be my mouse, but usually it's my GPU or my RAM or CPU, NPU, these things bottleneck for me. So I need all my engines pumping in the computer before boredom and frustration takes over and I'm just doing something else, So, yeah.
Nice. And since you've been working with Intel, what have we brought to the table?
Man, working with Intel has been great. Okay, so I'm not blowing smoke here. I really mean it. I remember doing a Pentium 2 processor in my computer way back in the day. I've been doing Intel stuff for a long time, and I've seen the difference. And I don't need to sell you guys Intel, I don't think, because it's pretty obvious to me. Like, Intel is the best. So what I really love is the ARC processor. There's a secondary GPU. There's 2 GPUs in here. And now, for 4K image, this is just 1080, but for 4K image, we're talking about 500 million pixel updates per second. And with that, the ARC processor is showing 30 to 40 performance gain in that. So we're like, when it comes to creating images, the ARC processor is just doing really well, and I'm really happy with that. Beyond that, this is a clip from a thing that Dino and I did in Indonesia. We had a live voice person talking, and I was taking their face, doing full face tracking on the NPU and all that, doing this live intro for Indonesia. We did this virtual MC, and it was actually Glenn's idea. So it's really cool to be in the room with you two guys, but like that really came to life, and the NPU was there for that, and I had special code. So I'm one of the ISVs, obviously. I had special code that I've been working with Sanjay and like this team in India to write this stuff, to make it more optimized, just so I can come here and show you cool, pretty stuff. And that's like Intel, I feel like Intel cares about me. And I really appreciate it. And also big shout out to all my HP friends as well. Like you guys have shown me so much support, and it's been really life-changing. And I just that's so thankful, yeah.
So with all this new tech, new AI, how's that changed the way you work?
Okay, well, we've done a lot of talking, guys. And so if you just want to bear with me for a second and take a ride, I do a lot of 3D animation. What I'll show you here in the very bottom corner is the actual image that I created. It took about 10 minutes. I was just really quickly modeled up a truck. Okay, like this is not great, but it's made it in one night, all right? So down in there in the corner, we've got the original thing that came out beginning to end about 10 minutes. Then I upscaled it. Go up, I upscaled it there. That took only 3 minutes to upscale that from a 512 image to, I think it was 4K, 2560 by 2560. Then I processed that through AI to get this render there. Now it's glitchy, it's a few things, but you can lock that down and have a fully rendered truck, steering wheel, clouds, road, the whole thing from start to finish. This whole project, rendering each one of these clips and the whole thing, took 45 minutes. And so when you look at some of my other stuff here that I've shown, musicians, writers, designers, artists, secretaries, sales analysis, technical analysis, everyone wins. Return on creative time is multiplied, okay? Have a look at this slide. This is kind of the whole thing that I've been saying. If you've been zoning out, pay attention to this one. That took 640 hours to render, that first clip. It took me 7 days of my life to set it up, and I did not sleep a lot during these times, I promise. I was a lot of hours there. So it took 34 days all up from start to finish for that first clip. Moving on, about 2 years later, I did that second one. That was 288-hour render. I had to upgrade on my GPU, and it took about 5 days. It's still 17 days to make that clip, okay? My house had that track memorized, okay? We all knew left, right, okay? In the end here, I made that for Glenn's presentation back in May, I think. That was a part of a group that took 10 minutes from start to finish for that and 5 other videos. I mean, we're talking like, I can't even open the program in the time it took to make that whole video. You know, I mean, I can open the program in less than 10 minutes, but you know what I'm trying to say here. It's really fast, it's really efficient. This is a studio in my backpack. So I'm able to actually create in the plane and the train. I can open this computer in the back of the room there and have everything that I would have at home in my studio office. And it's fully powered and amazing with generative AI. And honestly, yeah, I've got some other cool stuff to show you, but yeah.
Chuck's got a really cool demo coming up, right? But first, before you get into the demo, how does it work?
How does it work? Well, now there will be notes a test on this, everyone. I want you to pay attention. How this demo works essentially is, no, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to show Keyboard Cat. Basically, there's just layers and layers of TV static, all right? Let me see if I can re-trigger this thing here. Yeah, so if you look at that top left, it goes from static to image. That's all that's happening, all right? It's just going static, 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 and then which bits of these static is closer to a cat with a cowboy hat. And that's how we kind of get there with the images, all right? Huge advancements in technology to increase our cat output, essentially is all I have for you today, so. Yeah.
Why don't we just jump in and you show your magic here?
Here we go. All right. So let's get into this really quick. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. I know we've been throwing so much stuff at you here, but here we go. All right, it's on. So let's see. Over there in the corners, you can see my video. It says live. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa. And what I'm doing is just transforming my video into, say, Clark Kent, Superman. But I did it in one of my favorite Japanese artist styles, Yoshitaka Amano. I don't know if you guys know him. And I thought I'd give it a little bit of an anime feel there. But as you can see, that's just my image. Here's me, well, mostly me. And then it's kind of sliding in there. Oh boy, who's that guy? There we go. And we can fully just do Superman. Now, like, some people actually thought this was recorded. I actually had a guy come up to me and was just like, bro, you're full of it. I'm like, all right. So, Glenn, why don't you come here really quick? Come on. Yeah, there you are. Cool. This is us.
Hello.
You know, hey, yeah.
That's so cool.
It's so good, yeah. I like the little Lego glasses. I wish this were real.
Yeah.
Let's have this moment here to look at this really quick. I'll slide this around. Tax manager.
They're gonna break you, Glenn.
So you guys can see this here. This CPU is up there. NPU is at 55%, handling some face tracking, that sort of thing. GPU, now the GPU, I can't remember the exact number, but a GPU comes with like 80 or 100 tops or something like that. That's like when we talk tops, we already have tops in our computer on a GPU. And so that's why you'll notice the GPU's cranking this because I need the tops. Now, I'm really keen for this next generation because we can start offloading some of that stuff. And I've got some really cool demos that I'm ready for Lunar Lake, Panther Lake stuff. But yeah, yeah, hey. So now, what can we do with this? Like, why? Why? This is a cool trick and all that stuff, but we've seen this sort of thing. What I like to do is use this at a conceptual level to rapidly get ideas out. So here we've got interior design, and then you can see here we can flick through all this different stuff. But what's really cool as well is that we can just pause it, and there it is. And I can just unpause it.
So you can take that frame out.
Man, every one of these frames can be saved.
So when you're happy with a certain look or design, you go,
that's pretty cool.
I like that. That's the way I want the room set up. Let's capture that frame.
Done, captured, and ready to go. And like it's instant, guys. Like if I was typing in prompts here, you'd see it comes up instantly. So like from interior design, well, let's look at fashion design. All right, fashion design can be a really tough thing. How do I want the clothes to sit? I want it to be different. I want it to be way different, something like that. But these things here, we can just start flicking through. It's a bit untested to start. There's something wild that comes up. Then we can start getting really different ideas about what fashion could be like. And be like, oh, wait, I really like, oh, that's kind of a good one. Then start working at that conceptual level to really kind of brainstorm. It's not gonna make a final thing. It might, it can, but I don't have this set up for that right now. We can make really good, high quality finished works with this stuff. But when it comes to this rapid stuff, like space car design, you know? I need a new car design for an animation. I wonder what it could look like, and we're just getting all these different designs instantly. And again, we can just pause that. Cool. I can just sit there and now trace that out and 3D model that. Actually, you can just take that straight into AI and say, make me a 3D model of that car, and have a pretty damn good version of that really quickly. So it's really exciting stuff, hey? The instant brain to page with this stuff really paves the way for big ideas. So here we've got me turning into some fractal light bulbs. This is a new one I was just playing with. Pretty wild stuff. But yeah, it's instant, man. Like I can have an idea and see results right away. And with writer's block, like we're just going like, and getting frustrating. We've all tried to start writing an email or start a paper, and it's just really hard to get started. This just kickstarts you right away. Boom, straight out the door. All the ideas ready to go. So yeah, I reckon we should do our little trick here. Turn on the audience.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Should we turn you all into something?
Yeah. So do you guys want to maybe participate
Sick
a little
of
bit?
seeing us.
All right. Yeah, we've seen us enough today. So maybe we'll just go in here. Yeah. Very cool. And like, yeah. So let's just come out here. Here's our audience. Well,
Look at this.
so there's Samir and
Samir
Dino.
and his blue.
Samir, I have an AI toothbrush, and it cleans my teeth better. It's awesome, all right? And one other funny thing I want to say, but I can't remember at the moment, but like, look, AI is all over the place, and now you guys can simply become, there's some seeds, become some cats here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. Cool, Samir and Tino, cats. All you guys back there, a bunch of cool cats. Where's my front of house people? Thank you guys so much back here. Let's give a big shout out to our front of house, our techs back there. You guys have done an awesome job.
Good looking cats as well, aren't they?
Cool cats back there, yeah.
Yeah.
So look, guys, the endless possibilities are really endless. If this is where we're at now, I just want you to imagine where we're going to be at in 3 months or 6 months. What I've seen in the last 4 months with my project has honestly really changed and really developed. And watching Glenn's presentation completely develop with these tools that we've got, it's going to be really exciting stuff. So I'll see you guys again for Lunar Lake, Panther Lake stuff, because I've got some cool stuff. But guys, the possibilities are endless, and this is it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Chuck.
Awesome.
Big thanks to Chuck,
Yeah.
our super user.